Hello all. In this session, we'll discuss about OOPS. OOPS stands for Object Oriented Programming System. It organizes software design around objects rather than functions and logic. OOPS is implemented using classes and objects. Core concepts of OOPS. Mainly, we need to discuss about class and object. Class. It is a blueprint for creating objects. Object. It is an instance of a class. And we also see encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. So encapsulation. It hides internal state and requiring all interaction through methods. It is kind of capsule. We store data in the sense it is attributes or variables, and the methods means basically these are the functions that operate on that data within a single unit, like a class. We'll see what is the structure for class. This practice hides the internal details of an object and restricts direct access to its data from outside the object. That is the benefit of encapsulation. Inheritance. Creating a new class from an existing class to promote code reuse. We'll see the examples for inheritance, encapsulation, and other OOPS concepts in this class and as well as in upcoming classes. Polymorphism. Poly means many, many forms. It refers to the ability of something to take on different forms or exhibit different behaviors depending on the context. Abstraction. It hides complex implementation details and showing only the necessary features. It doesn't display everything, only shows essential things. Benefits of OOPS in Python. Benefit and description we can see here. The first one is modularity. Code is organized into classes, making it modular and easier to manage. Reusability. Inheritance allows code reuse without rewriting existing functionality. Scalability. Easier to scale and maintain large applications by breaking down into classes and objects. Maintainability. Code changes in one class do not affect others due to encapsulation. Flexibility through polymorphism. One interface can work with multiple underlying data types. Data protection. Encapsulation hides the internal state, reducing bugs and misuse. So data is very important, no? So this misuse and all, data protection help us to reduce the bugs and misuse. We'll see the example. Class animal, if you take, okay, this is the definition for the class. Here, if you see def underscore underscore init underscore underscore in bracket self common name. This we call it as a constructor for this class. Then self dot name. This is instance variable. Okay. Again, in the same class, we have another method definition that is a speak. Okay. This is class animal definition. Then if you see one more class named with dog, this dog inherits from the animal method. That means it is a parent class or base class. This one is a child class. Okay. Dog inherited the properties from the animal class. In this dog class, we have also called speak method. This speak method is dogs its own version of the method. Okay, here if you see in base class animal we have speak, same method speak. Okay, now this is the animal class definition and this one is the dog class definition. Now how to create an object, we'll see. A equal to animal, this is the class name, and inside if you pass parameter generic animal. Okay, A is an instance for animal class. Likewise, D is an instance for dog class. We are passing the name for animal, generic animal, for dog, jello. And then followed by, we are calling the method a.speak related to animal class, d.speak. This is related to dog class. Okay. Whenever the object is created like this, it initializes the constructor. Okay. Here if you see a equal to animal, the name we have given generic animal. This will be assigned to the instance variable because this generic animal will be passed here. Okay, this name, and then whatever the passed value here, that will be assigned to the self dot name. This is an instance variable for this particular class, that is a base class or parent class. Then if you see here in the animal class peak function, okay, print self dot name, that means whatever the passed value, that is the name generic animal assigned here, that name generic animal makes a sound, that one will be printed. Animal makes a sound will be printed here, okay, for this print state. Then there is one more call d dot speak. This is related to dog class. Okay, when it goes here, even though this particular child class dog inherit the properties, inherit the variables and methods from the animal class, but still it has its own function method, that is a speak. So when we call this d dot speak, dog implements its own method. That's why whatever the value passed here jello self dot name jello, this value will be passed here, and then jello barks, that is the output. Jello barks. Okay. So in this example, we have seen inheritance. Okay. Dog, this is a child class, inherit the properties from animal, and then method overriding also we have seen. Method, what here you can see one method, that is a speak, and here in the dog class also we have speak. Okay. Dog is having its own version of the speak. Okay. So this is called as a method overriding. When the call like this d dot speak, okay, dog in the dog class its own implementation. Okay, that's why this value will be taken here. Okay, jello barks. And then polymorphism, many forms. Okay, same thing. Speak here also speak, the same thing. Here also speak in many forms. So we have seen constructor, this one, and then method overriding also it comes under many forms, right? So these are the concepts have been covered in this example. We'll execute this program, copy it, open the Visual Studio Code. There is already a file named with oops and concepts. In this file itself, will the code. This is the code, same code which we have discussed now. I will delete this comments. Now we'll run this program. Yeah, you can see generic animal makes a sound, jello barks. We have two print statements, right? The first one, this print statement belongs to this one, animal class. Again, to speak, we have two calls, right? A dot speak and D dot speak. One for animal, another for dog. So if you see the print statement present in this class, self dot name Jello barks. We'll discuss about polymorphism, inheritance, and abstraction in upcoming classes. That's all for this session.